the next 2 years.
Yeah, I don't think they're done with him, and I don't
No,
think they're done with Kennedy. I mean, Lisa goes
no.
on and says that he's like the best reality star other than Stassi she's ever worked with.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I want to see? I want to see what when Scheana came on my podcast a couple years ago and talked about how she'd love to do a travel show with her and Brock. Like her and Brock, well, I guess Summer wasn't in the picture then, but if they did tacos and tequila and just traveled across this big blue globe, trying food and getting in fights, that'd be great.
Something.
Yeah.
What do you think of Stassi being back in the mix? And I mean, she obviously turned down the Valley. We all know that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think she could have come back to Vanderpump Rules and say like that would have been a splash as far as so, but that I don't think she wanted that. I have a feeling Stassi just like wrote her own ticket with this Vanderpump Villa and now has her own show. And
Oh
it's on
yeah.
Hulu, which let's face it, probably makes her totally happy.
Oh yeah. I think there's a bigger push that Lisa Vanderpump is going for to get out of the Bravo space with Hulu. You know, they had that and the food stars and all that. I think there's no way in hell, like Stassi probably took the meeting and is like, there's no way in hell I'm going on the Valley or Vanderpump Rules. What else you got? And they probably said, if you come and do some episodes of Vanderpump Villa to get ratings up, you can help
You can have
produce
your
your
own
own
show.
show, right? Like, I don't know what that show's going to be. I will watch it. And now, guess what? I want to go back and watch Vanderpump Villa because I want to know what happens in the next season.
I agree. I am definitely going to watch Stassi on Vanderpump Villa. I can guarantee you that. And it's billed as a docu-comedy. I
Yeah.
don't even know what that is. I think that is like a not really reality. It's like a scripted reality like Kardashians or Chrisley Knows Best or something like that. I don't know. But
Selling
regardless,
Sunset.
yeah, regardless, you have your own show on Hulu. I agree. I think it was like, do this and you get this. And that's not a bad gig for her either. It's what a great way to be like, I mean, you all counted me out and I actually just had my choice of what I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, if you were her, would you ever go near Jax Taylor or Tom Sandoval ever again? If you didn't have to, it's not like she was hurting.
And I do love someone that says no. I mean, she
Yes.
said, my life isn't the valley. I don't understand. You want me to pretend to hang out with these people that I don't hang out with. I stay home with my children. The other ones do hang out. They do. I mean, you see pictures now with Janet and Kristen or with Brittany and Lala and Scheana. That's why even before filming, they were hanging out. That's what I think makes Vanderpump Rules so great is unlike Housewives, these people hang out. So it makes I give Stassi credit for being like, I truly don't hang out with any of these people. So why would I do this? Yes, we all would have loved to have seen her and Jax on camera together and just go at it. But they would have been like stunt casting for 3 weeks.
Yep. It wouldn't have been in the cards. So we can wish in one hand and shit in the other, right?
What do you think of Lisa? Like, I mean, is she, let's not forget, Lisa was on a show and didn't want to go to the reunion. And then she had this spinoff. Now she's executive producer on The Valley, Vanderpump Villa, the other thing with Gordon Ramsay, Vanderpump Rules. I mean, I can't imagine she makes the most from Vanderpump Rules and you're on camera for 3 minutes.
Yep.
I mean, is Lisa just like, I don't compare me to Kyle or anyone. Like I have the last laugh. I have an actual empire of TV shows where I do nothing. I don't on
Yeah.
camera. She does a lot, but I'm maybe behind the scenes. But who wants to be on camera if she doesn't ever need to be on camera again?
No, I mean, I think she's obviously not without her faults, but she's made all the right decisions in terms of being a producer on these shows. Why be why be a pawn or a pun, as Jack says, when you can be the queen, right? Why you can have all the moves on the chessboard, which sure she probably, she doesn't sign the checks or call the meetings, but she's enough gravitas now that she can make these calls. And from the beginning, she never had to do any of it. She was already successful. So she has that ability to just walk out if she wants. And I think that's part of it. Whereas, you know, other folks on like Beverly Hills, they need that camera in their face. Lisa doesn't.
I don't know what type of deal you have that allows you to go and bring a show called Vanderpump Villa to Hulu when you have Vanderpump Rules. I mean, I don't know if it's like right of first refusal and Bravo said no, but still, that's not a typical deal. A typical deal is like any show is on this network, period, or E or any of our affiliates,
There
Peacock.
had to have been some clause like after 10 seasons, you
Yeah.
don't have to pitch it to us first or something like, and they were probably from the beginning being like, this show won't make it 10 seasons. And she just always kept that in any renewal.
That is probably what it is because here we are right after 10 seasons, and you know how
Yeah.
long a show takes to get on the air. And there's probably networks like Hulu that are like, yeah, we wanted you for like 9 years.
Well,
Like,
and Vanderpump Villa had to have been like greenlit immediately after Scandival. And so, yeah, we're making that while we're making season 11 of Vanderpump Rules. So we see Lisa next to no screen time on that. And
none.
it works out for her, at least.
And I wonder if Bravo is now upset that they don't have this Stassi show, or it's
Oh,
just
I'm
like you think
I'm
upset.
sure that they're like shooting themselves, but also they're probably like, well, we've paid Lisa a bojillion dollars over the years. What are we gonna do?
Go to the streamer. Anytime you
Yeah.
can go to Netflix or Hulu, you just go, man.
Yeah. Well, the amount of control you get, like, you give up something else, right? You don't have your like TV royalties, you don't have this or that or the other, but you get like almost complete control over the show you want to make.
Yeah, which is worth so much and it's worldwide. So you start to get like
Yeah. And the
worldwide
IP is crazy.
recognition. Yeah,
Yeah. Because that
that's
just
what
writes
I
your
say.
ticket for the next thing you want to do.
Yeah. And Hulu, it's a good place to be. We have Kardashians and they're obviously trying to build out their reality
Yep.
platform
And
because
being,
really, what do they have? They don't have the selling sunsets or it's Kardashians and now it's Lisa
yeah.
and now it's Stassi.
Yeah. I mean, good for her. She's not always the nicest person in the world, but she's made a great career for herself.
She's not always the nicest, but good for her.
Yeah.
Anything else before we wrap up that keeps you like, what is, do you think Ariana is going to come back? And to, if Vanderpump Rules came back with a cast, which I mean, the more it seems to be off, it doesn't seem that's going to happen. And do you think Bravo's, I guess there's two-part question. Do you think Bravo is New Jersey's on pause, RHONJ, Vanderpump? Like, do we have a real problem or am